Good morning student, welcome back in the next video bio. In the previous video we have studied about the binary fission. Now today in this video we will study about the budding. So budding is a process in which a new organisms develop from an outgrowth called the bud. So that's why this process is known as the budding. Budding are generally seen in yeast and hydra. The new organisms remain attached to the parent's body as it grows and then separate when it mature enough to lead its individual life. You can see here the small buds are the outgrowth as cytoplasm accumulated in the one side of the parent body, and the main cell or the mother cell is the larger one and the small are the buds. They detach from the body when they attain a maturity and able to live an individual life. Same here in the hydra, you can see small bud like outgrowth come, and when it is able to live an individual life, it detaches from the parent body. However, the process differs in little in two organisms. In yeast, a cell divides unequally to produce two cells. Initially, an outgrowth appear at the certain point of a cell due to the accumulation of the cytoplasm. The nucleus of the cell then divided into two, and one of the nucleus move into the smaller cell. The larger cell formed is called the mother cell and the smaller cell is known as the daughter cell. The bud may detach from mother cell completely or remain attached to it, but when attain a maturity, it leaves the mother or the main cell body. In hydra, repeated cell division at certain point on a parent body produces an outgrowth known as the bud. So this is the outgrowth which leads to the bud. This bud develops to a new organism. The new organism grows on maturity before detaching from the parent's body. So in hydra, the growth is very fast. Each cell give rise to more buds and then turn into their own buds. In hydra, it give rise to only one bud and which detach from the parent body. Now come to the fragmentation. From name itself, it is clear that fragmentation means the body of the parent divided into fragments or the pieces. Following fragmentation, each fragmented part develop into a separate individual. Fragment is seen in many organisms, including some type of fungi, plants, annelids, flatworms, and sea stars. Organisms like Spirogyra, which are made of filaments or long ribbon-like structure, also reproduce through this way. The filament grows at the cell that constitute it grow and divide. Sometimes the filament break into two or more parts and each part grow into an individual. For example, this is the organism. This is the organism which is known as the flatworm. So each body part of flatworm is divided into the small fragments, and each single fragment divided into whole parent body, means all the fragment give rise to the whole body. Means you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 part, so it give rise to the 6 individual. Now each part grow into a whole new organism or whole new daughter cell. So this is known as the fragmentation, means whole body is divided into pieces of fragments and each piece divided and make a new parent or the new cell. Means this also lead to this also grows into whole flatworm. So this is example of flatworm. Next one is the regeneration. Regeneration is modified form of fragmentation. Organisms such as hydra, earthworm, flatworm, and starfish can regrow or regenerate. Means when they lost their body part, the lost body part can be again regenerated. For example, you have seen in the lizard, when its tail damaged, after some time again you can see it regenerate its tail. So this is the type of regeneration. These organisms can also give rise to new individual from their broken body parts. There are other organisms which can regenerate certain broken parts. For example, I have already told you, lizard can grow back its tail and a grasshopper its leg, but they cannot give rise to complete new individual. Means if the tail is cut from the lizard body, it cannot grow into whole lizard, but only the tail can regrow into a tail only. So regeneration and fragmentations are different. In fragmentation, whole parent body can be formed or made, but in regeneration, only the lost part Sometimes only the lost part and sometimes the whole individual can be formed. So you have to revise this and you have to go through the diagrams also.